Animals are diverse, and as we look to understand their anatomy and physiology, we need to look at their body plans to get a better understanding of how they are built and how they work. So, let's take a look at the body plans of animals. Animals have a variety of levels of organization. They can be as simple as being just a group of cells, to also having the level of organization called tissues, where they have groups of cells that work together to perform a common function. Animals even can be more complex, having organs or tissues that work together to perform a common function. And even more advanced than that, they can have organ systems, which means that they have the ability to have organs that work together to perform a common function, much like ourselves. When we look at the body plan of an animal, we have to also understand its symmetry, or how the parts are arranged. There are 3 types of symmetry. Asymmetry means no symmetry. Putting the letter A in front of a word makes it not or no. So an animal with asymmetry, that is asymmetrical, means that it doesn't have symmetry. Its body parts are not arranged in a way where you can cut the body and end up with 2 sides that are similar. They're not symmetrical. We see asymmetry in animals such as corals and sponges. Radial symmetry means that the body plan is shaped like a wheel. If you were to draw a circle around the animal, you could connect all of their body parts. That would mean that they have a radial symmetry. If they have radial symmetry, it means that if you cut their bodies like a pie or like a pizza, the 2 resulting halves would be similar or symmetrical to each other. We see radial symmetry in hydra, jellyfish, and starfish. A 3rd type of symmetry is called bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means you can cut the animal's body in half down the center from head to tail, and you end up with 2 halves that are symmetrical, that are similar to each other. The 2 resulting pieces are very similar. We see this type of symmetry in worms, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals, and so on. When we're studying the anatomy of animals, there are certain key terms that it's important to understand so that we can all be on the same page when we talk about the different topics and understanding their body structure. If we talk about the anterior end of an animal, we're talking about the portion of the body that is towards the head. Speaking of the head of an animal, if they have a concentration of sense organs and nerves at the anterior portion of their body, we call that cephalization. Cephalic means head, so cephalization is the concentration of sense organs and nerves at the anterior portion or the head portion of the body. We see cephalization mostly in bilateral animals. Posterior refers to the portion of the body that is the tail end, towards the tail. We call the back side of the animal or the upper side of the animal the dorsal side. And we call the underside or the belly side the ventral side. Finally, many animals that have bilateral symmetry are also segmented. This means that they have repeating cell types, tissues, or organs repeat along the anterior to posterior axis. Even us humans are segmented. Think about our ribs and our spinal cord. Understanding body plans is important for us to classify animals or to put them into groups based on their similar characteristics. Now that you understand the terms for discussing animal body plans, you're ready to explore all the variety of animals that are on our planet and how we classify them into various groups based on their characteristics.